volume measurement. Volume is the space occupied by an object. So the space occupied by any object, that is its volume. Suppose you are keeping the book on the table, so the space occupied by that book is its volume. Okay, if you are keeping the pencil on the table, so the space occupied by the pencil is its volume. So volume is the space occupied by an object. Okay, now next is given the SI unit. The SI unit is given here, that is the cubic meter or meter cube. In CGS unit is cubic centimeter or cc. Okay, next is given the table 2.7 that you have to learn. Units and its relation is given. Next, you have measured the you have done the measurement for regular and irregular areas. Similarly, here we will do the measurement for the volume of regular and irregular solids. So with the help of the formulas which is given in table 2.8, we will measure the volumes of regular solids. So first is given cuboid. Okay, figure is given. So formula is volume is equal to length into breadth into height. So if you know the length, breadth and height, you may find out the volume of a cuboid. Similarly, cone. So cone is given, volume is equal to 1/3 pi r square h. So first we will write 1/3, then pi value is 3.14. Then if you know the radius and height, then you will find out the volume of a cone. Similarly for a sphere, so volume of a sphere with the help of formula, that is 4/3 pi r cube. So we will put the value of pi, that is 3.14, and radius value, then we will get the volume of a sphere. Next we have to find out the value of volume of a cube, that is given V is equal to a cube. So if you know the value of a, that is h. Okay, so h cube is given, or a cube you can call it. You can put the value and multiply it by 3 times. So you will get the volume of a cube. Next, volume of a cylinder, that is V is equal to pi r square L. Similarly, you will put the value of pi, r and L, then you will get the volume of a cylinder. Pi r square h you may also write. So like this you can do the measurement for or you can measure the volume for regular solids. Now how to measure the volume for irregular solids? So let us understand activity 3. So for this activity we require measuring cylinder, stone, water and thread. So first of all you will take measuring cylinder and fill the water partially into it. Then we will write the reading of that. Okay, initial reading we will write here 60 ml. Okay, next we will take the stone and tie it with thread. After that, after tying the stone with the help of thread, we will put that stone into the water, and we have to take care that the stone should not touch to the wall of the container as well as to the bottom. As you will put the stone into the water, you will notice that the level of the water rises into the measuring cylinder. Here you can see it become 80. From 60 it become 80. So it is the final volume. Initially it is 60 and finally it is 80. So how you will find out the volume of a stone? So you will do the subtraction. V2 minus V1 means final volume minus initial volume. Okay, so 80 minus 60. So you will get the volume of a stone. So like this we will find out the or measure the volume for irregular solids.